Ovvo is a family-run and operated business. We are located out of New Jersey, and we have been in the U.S. market since 2011.
The frames are made out of a military-grade surgical steel and titanium composite. Titanium has been fused to it, so it won't delaminate or scratch off.
Not only is very durable, but it's also very lightweight, very comfortable.
And they're all hypoallergenic. The average weight of the frame is 0.6 ounces. In addition to purchasing the patents and the technology to make the material, we also developed this hinge. It's screwless. It acts like a normal hinge for the patient, except it can be bent out like this. It can actually hold 90 pounds this way, which is the only in the industry that can do that. The display technology was developed by an artist named Oscar Genta. This artist also manufactures the displays for us. He's one of 10 people that have a permanent display of chairs in the Museum of Modern Art in France. It's under the exhibit Top 10 Chairs That Changed Modern Design.
What we're known for, suspending a frame from a 45-pound weight. All of our larger displays actually do that in real life. We also have smaller displays like the 16-piece display behind me.
It's a real huge impact when a patient is looking at the display, seeing the modern frames hanging from a modern piece of art.
It's literally like a magnet for patients to migrate towards, so it's a great showstopper. We offer wonderful color combinations from your blacks and blues and grays and browns all the way to hot pinks and everything in between. We actually offer 3 different collections, which gives you some diversification depending on where you want to go. If you want something a little more unique, we have that. We cover that base. The majority of what we do is the surgical stainless steel and titanium. It's military grade composite material, fused together, hypoallergenic, probably 50% ladies, 50% men's in terms of styling. The ladies segment is definitely growing. I think women are maybe looking for alternatives for heavy plastic, so Ovvo has been extremely appealing to them. We offer some wonderful colors and styles to give them that fashion plus comfort. I'm wearing one of the styles right now, which is gold with a cream top, so it's pretty neutral and pretty. But we also have some other unique colors. This is black with gold. And from then, something else that's really neat is our carbon fiber texture. But within a lot of our men's frames, we offer that as an option in different colors. Gives it a little sportier look, makes it look pretty unique and different. We also have a wonderful collection called Duo, which offers a great combination of plastic and metal. So for your people that are in the middle that think they want a plastic frame, this is a perfect alternative because it gives you that lightweight comfort with a little bit of color and plastic. So it's Mazzucchelli Xyle, it's top quality. It's 50% ladies, 50% men, so we have some great diversification as far as styling and sizing. The third collection that we offer that's really unique is our wood and carbon fiber. So I don't know if you've ever experienced using wood frames in the past, but when you're working with wood, you're very limited to put lenses into. You have to really be careful. With our wood product, it's a little bit unique. It's actually wood with a carbon fiber core, so it's a wood laminate. The center of this is carbon fiber to add super durability and adhesion to that wood laminate, and then wood on the backside. As you can see, there's 2 little bushings here, so you have the ability to open up that eye wire and insert that lens in there. New additions to the wooden carbon fiber collection are the golden wood, which are very rich. It's a 6-piece collection. I call it more like face jewelry because it's very pretty and very unique. It's a nice soft 14 karat gold overlay. It's an overlay on top of our surgical stainless steel and titanium. You still get that great unique hinge and durability, but you have a really beautiful frame. All the frames that we offer in each style are just one size and at least 3 if not up to 7 different colors within the style. We have sizes from 41i all the way up to 61i. Temple lengths between 115 to 150. So we cover all bases pretty well in terms of who we market to, who we would best fit.
So you'll notice on the inside of the temple it'll say handmade in the European Union. That's because everything that's in this frame is sourced and done in Europe. This technology was developed during the Cold War to be used for armor and spacecraft, but they never ended up using it, and they ended up selling it to a guy who owned a factory in Poland. The entire frame is done mostly by hand using pieces that are made in that factory. There's only a few pieces that aren't made in that factory. The nose pads and the screws come from Germany. The paint and any acetate pieces come from Italy. Let's take a closer look at the frames. Here's an example of our surgical steel and titanium collection. This is going to make up the majority of our frames. So some up-close features. Starting at the back, we have the hardened rubber temple tip. Nice thing about these is that they're soft, but they're not sticky, so they're really comfortable on the face. As well, from the optician's perspective, we don't have to heat these up before we adjust them. We can just bend them where they need to go for the perfect patient fit. Other nice little feature is they can be removed. And using a pair of diagonal cutters, we can actually shorten the temple length by removing that tip, cutting, and simply putting the temple tip back on. It only takes a minute or two. Moving forward, what makes the Ovvo frame really is that hinge. Operates like a normal hinge from the patient's perspective, opens, shuts. Difference is these can be opened up and shut 300,000 times without any wear to the structure or to the appearance. Other neat thing is they can flex outward like this, 180 degrees. And they can actually hold 90 pounds this way. You can really yank on them. Another cool durable feature of the Ovvos are the nose pads. Most frames, the nose pad arms are actually soldered right there to the frame front. These are part of the frame front and they've been bent back. So there's no solder joint, no weak point there. You'll also notice there's a cool little design. They kind of come up, come down, come back up, and come back down to meet the nose pad. This is so we can get tons of adjustments on here. We can really widen them out. We can bring them in really far. We can get lots of splay on them. And in addition, we can also accordion them out and back in. So let's say that somebody's eye is sitting where it needs to sit, but their eyelashes are touching. We can pull those nose pads away and pull the frame away from their face without messing up their sag height or their OC. This is an example of our DLC collection. DLC stands for Diamond Like Carbon. And if you're familiar, diamond is one of the most scratch-resistant things on the planet, and we are the first ones to apply this coating to eyewear. Usually it's reserved for durable knives, watches, and industrial tools. So you guys gotta check this out. Yes, that's a real nail. So I'm gonna really start scratching at that temple. As you can see, these little lines forming on there. That's not the frame being scratched. It's actually the nail coming off onto the frame. How cool is that? So in addition to being durable in the frame, the hinge, the nose pads, now these guys are nearly scratch resistant as well. Here's an example of our gold and hue collection. The reason we call that gold and hue is we combine the 14 karat gold plating on these with really nice contrasting paint. So on these, again, we're going to use mostly the acetate temple tips. We have that paint on the outside. So starting from the inside of the frame, we have that surgical steel, then it's fused with titanium. Then on top of that, these are 14 karat gold plated. And then on top of that, they're painted. This is an example of our duo collection. Duo meaning two, and we're using the terminology because we have the metal and we have the acetate. So in contrast to our surgical steel and titanium collection, we use acetate temple tips that match the frame fronts. We use the same surgical steel and titanium metal throughout. And you'll notice on all of them, we keep the bridge metal The reason being is if we had a plastic there, they wouldn't be able to flex here. So now these can also be stretched out at 180 degrees. So all of the same technology has the same screw, same nose pad arm, same nose pads. We just use that nice Italian acetate on the temple tip and the frame front.
So Ovvo is a perfect solution. I also take a lot of pride in maybe offering this to patients who have been wearing drill-to-rimless for way too long and just redoing their lenses over and over. Ovvo gives you a great segue out of that because you're getting great colors, great styles, and super, super comfortable, so they don't feel like they're wearing a brick on their face again. We give you great quality, give you a reason for your patients to come back and have a unique experience when they buy Ovvo.
If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out via telephone, email, or visit our website at ovvooptics.com.